everybody, welcome to the channel for the video. Today we are doing a little bit of a get ready with me. I'll get out in a minute. I've got errands to run this evening with my husband, and so I'm getting ready for the day. So if you want to see what we're going to use today, which one of my, because I have those Halloween palettes, I'm going to use one a week, and if you want to see which one I'm going to use this week, then hang tight because we're getting right into it. My name is Gloria, and if you're new, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. So happy that you're here. All right, way too much blush on, do I not? Oh well, we're gonna deal with it. Anyway, so I think last week I showed you some palettes I wanted to use for October. And so I told you I would do one palette a week for the month of October, so we can see what, look I create with it. So this week I am going to be using the Nomad Ghost Town USA. Looks like that, and then you turn it, and it looks like that. Let's ready to use that. And she looks like this. She looks like that. And I'm gonna stay over in this area today. Somewhere in this area I'm gonna stay today. And so we're just gonna get right to it. I do have on my Beauty Crop Stuck On You eye primer, and I have got a pretty good pan going in that, and I like it, but you can't buy it anymore. And so I found the Morphe Solo Artist eyeshadow base. And what color did I get? Airplay, I think. And I like this because this is a really good dupe for that Beauty Crop, I think. It's only $10. So yeah. All right. So, and then I do have on my lips, I have a Plumping the Revolution Beauty Pout Balm Plumping Lip Gloss that I received in my Walmart Fall Beauty Box. Do have that on, and you can feel that pepperminty feel. It's not too strong. I like it. It's just the right amount of intensity, I guess you want to say. Anyway, I do already have my base on, and we'll talk about that at the end. But right now, let's get into this eye look, shall we? All right, I am going to... I'm going to go in with this Stagecoach Mary, this green here. Lately, what I've been doing is just kind of doing a 2-color look, sometimes maybe a 3-color at times. We're going to see what we get today. So let's just go into it. So how is your week going? How is your week going? Mine is not going bad. Not bad at all. It's just so nice and cool here today. I probably will be raise my windows here after a while. Let in the fresh air. So got that green. Oh, that's pretty. I'm just putting that all over the lid. Yes, I am. And what I like to do is tap first because I do have crinkly eyes, and if I tap it first, it doesn't. What are you gonna call it? Oh, my mind just went blank. It's not patchy. And then after I get it in, then I blend it. Kind of blend it a little bit here. Put a little bit more over here. So anyway, so it has been nice here this week. It hasn't been too hot. I think our really hot weather is gone. The highest it's gotten is 88, which is not bad. Not bad compared to we had 120 plus degrees over the summer. We've had some really hot summers the last few summers, last couple of summers anyway. And it's fall, and I love fall. That's my favorite season of all. If it could stay fall and the temperatures of fall all year long, my heart would be happy. It would be happy, but of course it doesn't. I don't mind winter. I really don't. I don't like summer. Since my hysterectomy, me and summer just don't get along anymore. Right, and let's see. A little bit there. Let's blend it. Put this a little bit more here. All right. And we'll just, maybe I need it. I don't know about you guys, but I can never get my eyes to be identical, no matter how much I try. So I just try to do it as close as I can. And that works for me. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into a shimmer, but I wanna put on some glitter glue. I've got this my BH Cosmetics Base Booster Glitter Shadow Glue. I'm gonna use some of that. Put that on a flat, I was gonna say flat sponge, but brush. I'm just gonna put that on the eyelid. Like that right there. We'll do one eye at a time. And I'm gonna go into, what am I gonna go into? Calico CA, Calico, California. We're gonna go into this green shimmer here. And find a flat brush that I want to use. Maybe this one. This is an AOA 110 E110. I'm going to use that. And this shimmer is very soft, so you have to be careful with it. Okay, just put that on. That I can't really tap. I have to, but I do have the base on already. Like that. Oh, let me see if I can move you guys. Oh, I have too much on this desk. Way too much on this desk. But anyway, now that's pretty. That is pretty. Look at that. That's pretty. I like that. All right, let's put some of the glitter glue on the other eye. Oops. Done with that. Okay, something like that. Now let's get some more on the brush. It's like a cream, basically, is what it is. Very pretty though. All right, let's put some on this eye. Okay, get another clean brush and do some more blending. Nope, not that brush. We'll use this one. My nose itches, guys. Kind of blend that just a little bit. I think that's pretty. I think that's really pretty. Do I need the light? Let me see. Can you see it better with? I think it's better without it anyway. So, all right, so that's the base of the eye. So now, okay. Trying to decide if I want to. I think that's all I want to put on the eyelid, actually. Just two colors. So we just used the Stagecoach Mary right here. And then this one, Calico, California. That one. And now we're going to, what are we going to do now? Well, let's put underneath the eyes. Do I have? I don't really have a green. Oh, I do have this. No, I don't want to use that. I'm going to use an eyeliner. Maybe. I think what I'm going to do is take this Calamity Jane right here, and I'm going to use that as my eyeliner. Why not? Let's see if I can find a, yeah, I'm going to use this brush. We're going to use that as an eyeliner. Why not? Why not? Something like that. Hold on a minute, guys. Okay, I had to shut that blind. Okay, let's do the other eye. Something like that. I like that. All right. Now, underneath the eye, what I want to do. I think I'm just going to take this from, what is this? Where is this from? ZC. You cannot read this. It's an eyeliner, but I don't know what the color is, but it's right there. I think I'm going to put that in my waterline. Oh, that tickles. Okay, I thought I was filming. So that ZC was not working. So I went in with the Arrested Decay, this brown, and I put that underneath the eye. So I think we're done with the palette. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go offline and I'm gonna put some mascara on, do a little bit to the brows, and then we're gonna come back and do a lippy and talk about the rest of it. So hang tight. All right, I'm back and we've got finished up the eyes. So let's finish up with the eyes and then we'll talk about the base and then we'll do a lip. So when I went offline, all I did was I used my here we go. My Too Faced Ribbon Wrapped Lash Tubing Mascara in black. I do like that a lot. And actually with that, I don't have to use an eyelash primer. And then for my brows, I just did a little bit of the Anastasia Brow Definer in Soft Brown, which looks like that. And then I put a little bit of this NYX Control Freak Eyebrow Clear Gel on because I don't like to, I don't do big eyebrows. So that's eyebrows. And then for an inner corner highlight, I used from Too Faced a Quickie Queen Cream Eyeshadow Stick in Twinkle. Looks like that, and it looks like I need to put a little bit more right here. There we go. And that, and voila, the eyes are done. So for the face, I used for my primer today, I used my First Aid Beauty Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. I used that as my primer. And then for my under eyes, I used the e.l.f. Putty Color Correcting Eye Brightener. And this is the lightest color. I don't see a color on it, but it's the lightest one that they have as to brighten up the under eyes a little bit. Then for my foundation, I used my LYS stick foundation, and I used the color LN3. I used the color LN3 for that. Then I used a little bit of the Glam Light Bacon Set Translucent Powder. I used just a little bit of that, mostly in the T-zone, and then I just put it in the T-zone, and then I just kind of spread it out with a brush for the excess. Then what else did I do? Okay, then for underneath the underneath the powder, before I put the powder on, I used some blush. I used from Colored Rain, the Copper Rose Cream Blush from Colored Rain. First time I've ever used it, and it's very pigmented. I did like it. I put that on, and then I put the face powder on. And then after the face powder, then I went in with my Anastasia blush trio. I use Exotic, that middle shade. That middle shade right there, I used that on top of the powder. Use that. For my highlighter today, I used my Juvia's Place highlighter in Starstruck, which looks like that. Just kind of blended it out. I don't want it to be bold, just kind of a hint. And then I used a little bit of bronzer, the Too Faced Bronzing Milk Chocolate Soleil. Used a little bit of that for a bronzer. Not a lot, just a little bit. And that's it. Now let's do the lips. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to line the lips with this LYS Speak Love Smooth Glide Lip Pencil in Romantic. Don't know if it's going to go with what I'm going to use, but you know what? We're going to use it anyway. Why not? And I'm not very good at this. Lip lining is not my forte. I try. Whoops. Something like that. And now let's go in. Then I'm going to go in with Revlon Bullet Lipstick in Smoky Rose. We're going to go in with that. Oh, it kind of blends in with it, doesn't it? Voila. And we're done. We call it done. This is it. This is my eye look. This is my look for today, to go to Walmart and buy a few more groceries this evening, basically. Let me know down in the comments what you think. What do you think? I think it came out pretty. So we used the Nomad Ghost Town USA palette today. And I used the colors all over my lid. I used Stagecoach Mary. And then on the lid itself, I used the Calico California Shimmer, which is very creamy shimmer, pretty. Then for eyeliner, I used the Calamity Jane on the top here, Calamity Jane. And then underneath, I used this Arrested Decay brown one. So I used 1, 2, 3, 4 shadows. So just kind of like right here. Use those shadows. And that's the look. That's the look that we created. That's the first look for the first week, full week in October of the palettes that I chose for the month of October. So let me know down in the comments what you think, And yeah, so yeah, that's it. That's all I have. So until I see you guys in the next video, take care. Bye.